Welcome to the I-70 West Vale Pass Auxiliary Lanes Project Virtual Public Announcement. To pause and start the presentation, use the Play/Pause button on your video player. To view a graphic in more detail with zoom capability, access the individual graphic links on the project webpage, www.bit.ly/westvalepass. This virtual presentation will provide an overview of the initial construction activities beginning in 2021 and a look ahead to future phases of work and more impactful construction beginning in 2022. We'll first reintroduce the project, including the project's context statement, purpose and needs statement, as well as the project core goals established in the context-sensitive solutions process and the environmental assessment. Before we get started, the team encourages you to join our project email list and stay informed of construction activities using the project website. The original I-70 alignment over Vale Pass was analyzed in the 1973 Vale Pass Environmental Impact Statement. Construction of this section of I-70 was completed in 1978.
Years of analysis and studies, beginning in 2011, identified the need for auxiliary lanes eastbound and westbound on the west side of Vale Pass, between milepoints 180 and 190. An auxiliary lane is a travel lane that is added between two interchanges to improve traffic flow. In 2017, CDOT and the Federal Highway Administration, FHWA, began a more detailed National Environmental Policy Act, NEPA, analysis for assessing improvements to I-70 on West Vale Pass.
The project's eastern end is just east of the Vale Pass rest area at the top of the pass, and the western end is in the eastern portion of the town of Vale. The project limits include eastbound and westbound I-70 from milepoints 179.5 to 191.5.
The project context statement and core values helped us to frame the unique conditions of the project, as well as the concerns and values to be considered during the environmental assessment, EA, and future decision-making. This context statement was based on the original Mountain Corridor context statement and was further developed for this project through a robust process with project group members, resource agencies, and community members. The context statement captures in words the special qualities and attributes that uniquely define Vale Pass.
The project purpose and need statement was developed based on the I-70 final PEIS purpose and need, which identified safety and mobility issues on West Vale Pass related to speed differences between different types of vehicles, such as cars and freight operators or other slower moving vehicles. The purpose of the project is to improve safety and operations on eastbound and westbound I-70 at West Vale Pass. Operations, as defined here, means how well traffic flows through an area, which can be affected by the number of cars and trucks, weather, curves, steepness of the road, and other features. This project is needed to address safety and operational issues such as crashes, road closures due to crashes and weather, and passenger vehicles being stuck behind semi-trucks.
In June 2020, CDOT was awarded a federal Infrastructure for Rebuilding America, INFRA, grant. This, combined with other funding sources, will allow for construction of the first phase of the project, totaling $140.4 million.
The INFRA grant, applied for in coordination with the Intermountain Gunnison Valley, Northwest Transportation Planning Regions, and the Grand Valley Metropolitan Planning Organization, will facilitate work on the areas of highest crash rates and greatest operational challenges.
Design of the Infrastructure for Rebuilding America (INFRA) grant improvements started in early 2021 on the West Vail Pass Auxiliary Lanes project that have identified funding. These Phase 1 improvements include an eastbound I-70 auxiliary lane with widened shoulders between milepoints 185 and 190, westbound curve modifications with widened shoulders at milepoints 186 and 188, bridge replacement at eastbound milepoint 185.3, truck ramp reconstruction at milepoint 182, highway closure system, 6 wildlife underpasses and fencing, 2 miles of Vail Pass recreational trail relocation between milepoints 185 and 187, improved signage and incorporation of an active traffic management system and variable speed limit signs across the entire project area.
The project's contractor, Kiewit Infrastructure, is assisting in the design development as part of the Construction Management General Contractor CMGC delivery method. The initial design focus is on the truck escape ramp and the highway closure system. This work is anticipated to begin August 2021. As design and construction activities begin, CDOT, along with the design and contractor teams, will uphold the obligations and mitigation strategies developed throughout the CSS process and captured in the finding of no significant impacts. Commitments include creation of an aesthetics issues task force responsible for developing project-specific aesthetic direction based on the Crest of the Rockies guidance and honoring the unique and historic nature of West Vail Pass, updating the Black Gore Creek Sediment Control Action Plan and identifying opportunities for partnerships that continue the water quality improvement of Gore Creek and Black Gore Creek, emergency planning to maintain emergency response during construction and to improve access for emergency response to sections of the Vail Pass Recreation Trail, 6 wildlife crossings, 2 designed for large animals and 4 for smaller animals. Along with the installation of wildlife fencing, these crossings will improve habitat connectivity and reduce wildlife vehicle collisions. Minor construction activities that should have little effect on I-70 traffic are scheduled to begin in August 2021. These initial construction activities will focus on reconstructing the truck ramp near milepoint 182 just east of Vail and installing a highway closure system near milepoint 190 at the top of Vail Pass. The truck ramp will be closed during construction this summer and fall and is expected to reopen by the end of 2021. The recreation trail will remain open. Construction flaggers will direct trail users to help maintain a safe buffer between construction. The traveling public should expect to see construction equipment and crews mobilizing to the early construction areas. More significant construction activities will start in spring 2022, spanning 10 miles of I-70 from East Vail to the top of Vail Pass. More information is available at www.bit.ly/West Vail Pass. Please join our email list by sending an email to cdot_WVailPassAuxLanes@state.co.us. Thank you for watching this I-70 West Vail Pass Auxiliary Lanes Project virtual public announcement.